Hi, thanks for joining me on Wilderness with Amani. I got skunked in Dinky Creek this morning. Then I got skunked for Wilderness with Amani Patreon, fishing the North Fork of the Kings right after that. So what I did is I drove up to Black Rock Reservoir. And to my surprise, it is really low. Now that's the dam that I have on my variety playlist that is in rare form and overflowing, and as you can see, the water's nowhere near the top. And the inlet stream is back there. Usually the water from the lake goes all the way up there, and you can fish the big pools where the water goes in, but the lake doesn't even reach the inlet stream. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hike back there and see if I can get some kind of fishing going where the water's coming in. And if you ever want to come up here, you're gonna want to watch the clip I have on my variety playlist that deals with a really sketchy road. That's the road you have to drive up to get here. And this is just above where Dinky Creek and the North Fork of the Kings is. And the road sucks. It's really narrow and it's a cliff. I'm gonna rig up and see which way I can do to get to the back, and we're gonna see if we can catch something back there. I'm sick of getting skunked. So there's a fishing trail right here, and this goes to the back of the lake. But it looks like I can just walk to the back of the lake because it's so low. I've been coming up here for years. I've never seen this. And I don't know what this means for the fishing, but since I'm probably gonna camp up here, I wouldn't mind catching some fish to eat before it gets dark. But right now I'm probably just gonna catch and release. I got all my river barbless stuff. Because if I'm gonna go fish the river, by law, I have to be barbless and let everything go if I catch it in the river. But in the reservoir, I can keep anything I catch in here. I haven't seen any risers or anything, so we'll see what's up. Usually the water's going up in that tunnel's underwater. That's how low this is. I've got a lot of nice browns in here, so hopefully I can catch some fish. I used to come up here a lot, and I've never been able to walk to the back of the lake without using that trail I pointed out. I mean, this is low. And I don't know if it's because it got really low during the drought or if they're working on it. If this is this low from the drought, there's a chance the rivers below got really low as well. But who knows? This is quite a sight, boy, I'll tell you. I can see a brown trout cruising the shallows right there. Let's see if I can get him. He took off. He saw me and just bolted. Darn it. That fish bolted before I had a chance to even cast to it. He saw me before I could get it out there. But it tells me this water's only like 3 feet deep. But obviously there's fish cruising, so I gotta keep my eyes open and see if I can spot anything swimming. Because he was right next to the shore, just cruising along. And as soon as I started back casting, he just bolted. I should have just roll casted it out there, but oh well. Spotted another fish cruising through this shallow stuff. So this is definitely a thing. I switched to a pheasant tail with no bead head because these fish are super wild and spooky. And I was trying to cast to them, and I caught the tip of my rod, and it just, it was not very impressive. But I can't ignore what's going on here. I saw 2 nice browns, like 12, and one was 12 and one was like 15. So they're here. And the water's moving, and it's just really shallow. But there's these deep spots next to the shore, and that's where I'm seeing the fish cruising through. If I could sight one, I'd like to do that, but the problem with that is if I try to get too close, they just bolt on me. Like that other one, I didn't even do anything. That thing was just gone. Back to the spot. It's like I could sit up here like a deer stand, and if something comes cruising by, I can see it. And then my line will be ready, and all I'll have to do is flick it out with a roll cast like that. And then if I can need to land a fish, I can go down there. I'm gonna camp up here tonight, even though there's nobody up here but me. I'm gonna camp up here. So I'm going to go ahead and come back in this area in the evening and see if I can do some good. This seems like a nice area. If there's gonna be fish cruising through like that I can just spot. I'm not seeing anything here though, I'm surprised. I need to come back here with my waders because I can't reach any of that stuff out there. And there's probably fish in those rocks. Probably tried to get too close. It's just the sun's so bright right now and this water's so clear. So I was just spooking everything back there in that shallow water. I couldn't get close. Any fish I saw darted before I even really got a cast out because the water was only like this deep. I might try it early in the morning tomorrow before I go and try to do something else. But for now, I got one inflated crawler out on a slip sinker, and I got a beadhead nymph, and I'm just going to sit on this point and cast and relax. I mean, I'm tired. It has not been a good trip. It hasn't. I got here, tried to go to Kirch Flat Campground, and it was closed for renovations, and that's where I usually camp. So I slept in the front seat of my car, and then I realized I grabbed the wrong tent that didn't have tent poles. So I'm just going to sleep on the ground outside tonight. I don't care. I'm exhausted. And I'm just going to chill, and I'm just going to fish right here, and I'm going to fly cast. Going back into that river is just dangerous, man. I was climbing around on some sketchy rocks. And when you get back there, it's like, you know, I don't want to have to get rescued up here. So it's relaxation time, and hopefully I can get a fish or two for dinner. Let's see if we can get something here. And I'm just going to use this little beadhead. It's got some green on it, and I don't know. I was going to throw it out there and see what happens, man. And if I catch I don't really eat that many browns. If I catch a brown that's not hooked that bad on a night crawler, because I'm using full crawlers, I'll probably let it go. And I'm probably just looking to keep something that swallows it. Maybe I won't even catch anything. I have no idea. Fishing hasn't been very good for me, so let's get to some casting. This is really deep right here. The dam is right there, and it transitions into shallower water. I'm at about a 20 count, but my sinker's only a 1/4 ounce, so it's probably like 15 feet out there. I got about a 4-foot leader. But look at the scenery here. It's just unbelievable. I'm the only one here. Look at that. Obviously some fire swept through there. That is twigs. And my leader's not even that long because I didn't even want to change it. I don't care. My leader's about 8 feet. I'll let my nymph sink good, and then I'm just gonna strip it in. Maybe I'll try a woolly bugger a little later. I haven't seen a single fish rise, so this nymph is just gonna be what's on there. Night crawler is hitting it. See if he goes. There he goes. There he goes. Dinner bell. There we go. Ooh, that's a good one. These browns can't turn down those night crawlers, boy. So if he's barely hooked, I'll let him go. Hopefully it's a rainbow. There are rainbows in here. And that is a rainbow, baby. Yes. That's a rainbow. All right, let's get him in. And I'm gonna fillet him up tonight, boy. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna fry him up and put him in the quesadilla. And if you wanna see that, it's in the it's in my playlist for lakes and reservoirs. There we go. That's a nice fish. Perfect size for cooking too. Nice wild rainbow. Oh, and he swallowed it good. There he is. Beautiful little rainbow. Wild fish. See if I can get one on my fly rod. But that's gonna be good for now. I'm gonna eat him for sure. Now I just have a woolly beadhead woolly bugger on. I'm just going with a hammer. And I'm just firing it out there, letting it sink a little bit, and I'm tugging it in, and hopefully something big swims by. I'm not too worried about it. I got a nice fish for dinner. I got my sleeping bag and pad and all my stuff up on some grass up there that I'm asleep on because I forgot that tent. And it's gonna be like 25 degrees up here tonight probably, but we'll see, man. I don't care. And I came out to this point, and of course, as soon as I stopped paying attention, I just all of a sudden my line just got tugged, and it hit my woolly bugger, and I missed it, and then and then it broke the surface. I don't know what just happened. I choked. I had my chance. This spot's a little better. My pole's over there. I got the bell on it. I can run across the beach if I have to. But this spot's pretty deep, so it's deep, and then it goes really shallow right there, so it's a drop off. I can't help myself today. I mean, that fish totally just took it. That's gonna do it. I missed like 3 strikes over there, man. I was just choking. Well, whatever. I might go fish that early in the morning if I get up early enough. I gotta go get my dinner going and get ready to sleep. I took 2 vacation days off this week, so that's going to give me a little bit extra time to edit and to fish and drive. We'll see how it goes. Thank you for joining me on Wilderness with Amani. Until next time.